Hi there, my name is Allie Johnson. I'm one of the graduate students working on the Urban Fishing Participation Project. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be running through the purpose and the process of the value allocation exercise. So the purpose of this exercise is really to understand how you prioritize different benefits or constraints that you experience at the places where you fish. And the way that we understand that is through the way that you allocate a hypothetical $100 across a list of these benefits and constraints. And so the way that you assign this hypothetical $100 across both the benefits and constraints should represent their relative importance to you. And so for the benefit list, this is the importance of retaining those existing benefits. And for the constraints, this is the importance of prioritizing fixing them. And so here, and these are just examples. This is not what you're going to see regarding the items and their descriptions, but I have the benefit item right here, and then the description right here. And so what you're going to do is pick for the items that matter to you, them and allocate value. And so let's say that for me, benefit A is one of the most important things that characterizes the place where I fish. And so I am going to give it $60. And so now that I've allocated that $60 to benefit A because it's really important to my fishing participation, now I have $40 left. And so I'm going to say that B really isn't important to me and I don't experience it, so I'm going to put a 0. Now for C, let's say that it matters to me, but really not that much. So I'm going to put down 10. And now I have $70 allocated, so I have $30 left. Now let's say, okay, D doesn't really matter to me, but E and F both matter, and I experience those benefits at the sites where I fish. But for me, E is a little bit more important, and it's more important than C, and so I'm going to give it 20. And so now I have 90 points allocated, and I'm gonna think about F. And to me, okay, so is F as important as C? Maybe not so. And so I'm going to give it 15. And because I can't go over 100, I'm going to reduce C down to 5. And so now, if I did my math correctly, I've got 5 plus 15 is 20. This is 40. And this is 100. And so right here, this is asking me to add up the value I allocated across the benefit items, and it's 100. So I'm good to go, and I can move on. Now, let's say I didn't redistribute that, and I still had 10 here. That would mean that I have 105. And so you can see here that the answer must be 100 because you're only allowed to distribute $100 across the items. And so I'd have to go back and fix that, and then we're good to go. And so likewise, once you are done with the benefits items, you'll move on to the constraints. And I'm going to say that G is really important to me. So I'm going to give it 70. And then I'll give this one 10. And then let's say that I is really not important to me at all, but J is important and it's more important than H, so I'm going to give it 20. And so when I add this up, I am at 100, and I can move on. So what you should see in the next part is a mapping exercise, and only the maps associated with the benefits and constraints that you allocated value to should show up. So let's test that out. In this one, I'm going to make a note that I allocated value to A, C, E, and F. and I allocated constraint value to G, H, and J. So when I move on, I can see that I have maps here for A, C, E, and F. And I also have constraint maps for G, H, and J. And so I am good to go. Now, when you're doing the exercise, if you notice that you either have a map present for an item that you did not allocate value to, or that you do not have a map for an item that you did allocate value to, please contact our research team. And if you have a map present that you did not allocate any value to that item, you can go ahead and just leave that one blank. And if you have questions about this mapping exercise, you can go ahead and check out the next video.